Good morning. Good morning. Guess what? Guess what? It's not iced outside like yesterday. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful people. Mother Katie, how did you cope with the cold weather on yesterday? What's going on, beautiful people? Rise and shine. Today is going to be a great day. And I want to just encourage you guys, listen, get up, make a commitment to get the most out of today. Okay? Make a commitment to get the most out of today. Here's what I want you to look into. Okay? I've been praying, I've been asking God to help me to capture this for myself, but for all of my clients as well, for all of the people that I'm doing this journey with. Suppress issues, the silent struggle, the stuff that I'm not addressing at the very core. This morning, I want you to ask yourself this question. How is this working for me? How's this working for me? That's the question of the day. And if it's not working, what am I doing about it? What am I doing about this position I find myself in? I'm so grateful that you guys show up every morning. And there are so many people that have been sharing with me how these sessions have been pushing them to go where they have not gone before. Well, I want to remind you, you are responsible for creating the life you are living. The decisions you make today and the decisions you make tomorrow, those are the decisions that's creating your life. It is your responsibility to start looking at, okay, what happened that really messed me up? And then ask yourself, what am I doing? Okay, Kim, you got to ask yourself, what messed me up? Linda, what messed me up? What disturbed my spirit? What happened as I look back and I reflect? I didn't like that. That really messed me up. How many of you this morning can say something happened that really messed you up? It disturbed your spirit. It really threw you off. It made you angry. It made you sad. It sort of put you in a bad place in regards to where your thought life was. Jamal, it's important for all of us. It's important for all of us to not put on a facade that it's all okay when it's not okay. Okay, let me say that again. It's important for all of us, okay, to put in the work to address what are those hidden, silent issues that continues to show up. One of the things, Angela, one of the things that I've come to realize is it shows up oftentimes in your prayer life. For those of you that pray, you find that there is this repeated prayer or there is this repeated thought that is the underlying feeling that is attached to your prayer. You know you haven't let it go. You know you need to let it go. But sometimes you don't know how to let it go. Sometimes you just don't know how to let it go. So this morning, I want to deal with this whole concept of realizing suppressing certain aspect of our lives can have a profound effect on our overall well-being. Emotions often top the list. My emotions are messed up. My emotions are messed up. I am triggered by everything. So I need to now start doing the inner work. One of the things that really does help, and I talked about it yesterday, is self-reflection, self-identification, becoming more aware of who you are and where you are. I don't like getting this angry. I don't like getting this sad. I don't like putting in this amount of effort and not getting anything back in return. Something's wrong. How many of you have ever gotten to the place where you can say that with confidence? Something's wrong. And a lot of times when you realize something's wrong, What I'm trying to teach most of my clients is don't look on the outside, look on the inside. Even if it's attached to the outside, it still starts on the inside. Why am I staying longer than I need to stay? Why am I agreeing when I should not agree? Why am I doing what I'm doing when I don't even want to do it? I'm trying to help somebody to realize this is the only way to live life effectively. How do I create a life I don't need a vacation from? It actually sounds like it's not even possible because so many people are living off track. They're not in their vein. They're not in their purpose. They're not tapping into the inner work that needs to be done. And most people are just addressing the surface. As long as I look good, as long as people's perception of me is thumbs up, that dude has it going on. That lady has it going on. Well, here's the deal. You could have the applause of everybody. Everybody can be cheering your name, thinking you got it going on. And when it comes to you being by yourself, you don't even like yourself. What you did wasn't even for you because you haven't even addressed you. And so I want you to realize this whole concept of your emotions need to be looked at. My emotions are a wreck. I mean, listen, man, I am all over the place. If you find yourself at that place, you got to ask yourself, how's that working for me? Is it affecting your parenting skill? Is it affecting your career? Is it affecting your health? Is it affecting your spiritual walk? Is it affecting your destiny? Is it affecting you? So every week we gather with the intent of discovering how do I become a better version of me? Better days are ahead. You know why better days are ahead? Because I'm doing the work. Today is going to be better than yesterday, and yesterday was a great day. I didn't complain about yesterday because yesterday, here's the deal, gave me an opportunity to do what I could not have done any other day but yesterday. And I'm grateful that I was able to do it yesterday. Now, today is going to give me an opportunity again to do what I couldn't do yesterday. And I'm telling you today, you need to now know if you haven't made up in your mind what you're going to give attention to today, what you're going to give attention to this week, what you're going to give attention to for the rest of this month. If you don't write down and if you don't identify what is it that you're going to be about, you are going to find yourself on the porch of regret. Now, I know it is not the will of God for us to live on the porch of regret, but you got to realize when I was in elementary school, what that teacher said to me hurt me, and it's been hunting me since then. When I lost my job, listen, it hurt me and it's been hurting me since then. When I lost my marriage, it's been hurting me and it's hurting me. It's still hurting me. When I lost a home, when I found myself diagnosed with this sickness and this challenge, it just messed me up. And here's the deal. It's okay to know that something happened in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, it's okay to know it, and it's important that you accept that it happened. Okay? You're not in control of everything that happens to you. Okay? Let me say that again. You're not in control of everything that happens to you. We all know that. You live long enough, you realize you're not in control of everything that happens to you. But what you are in control of is your response. And saying the same thing doesn't change the situation. You got to get to going to a deeper place. If, ladies and gentlemen, 16th day of January, if you have been saying the same thing year in and year out, oh my Lord, people keep taking advantage of me. It's not a people issue. It's not a people issue. They ain't paying me enough money. That's why I'm broke. That's not the issue. These children are mine. That's not the issue. This man of mine, this woman of mine, listen, that's not the issue. If the problem is a repeated problem to a point that it is costing you your health, it is costing you your peace of mind, it is costing you to live below your standard. Ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful morning, I'm here to tell you, you are responsible for your future. Tomorrow is your future. Next week is your future. Next month is your future. Listen, guys, if you don't change a behavior that is repeated, that is keeping you where you are, you're going to have the results keep showing up later. Someone said, I'm sick and tired. Sick and tired. How many of you can attest to this? Help me out this morning. Can I get some engagement? Can I get some involvement? Sick and tired doesn't change your situation. Sick and tired does not change your situation. You got to get to the point where you get a genuine self-expression and literally get to a point where you work on the inside of realizing it's the inner me that's messing with me that I need to address. I need to fix me. I need to fix me. So neglecting your personal needs often shows up when we're suppressing unresolved issues, okay? So you find yourself not addressing these issues, but the issues need to be addressed, okay? The issues need to be addressed. As I'm aging, this is my year to become 49. I'm 49 in October. I'm starting to realize whenever I make a doctor's appointment, guess what? I have more questions than I've ever had before because I feel and sense symptoms. I feel and sense there's a shift going on in my body. It's called the aging process. And so I need to now learn how to get ahead of this thing so that I can find myself living 90 strong. I would love to live and be an active 90-year-old. I would love to live and be an active 100-year-old adult. But I'm not going to get there if I am not addressing issues that are underlining, that keeps trying to poke its head up to say, address me, address this, address this, address this. And I keep pushing it aside, address this, address this. And then some of us, what we do is then we go ahead and say, well, the devil's trying to attack me. The devil. Let me tell you something. A lot of times what we call the devil is simply us. It's pure ignorance. It's pure lack of being responsible individuals when it comes to our affairs. And our affairs is your emotional state. Our affairs is your personal needs. Our affairs is you starting to realize I have to acknowledge my weaknesses. I have to acknowledge my strengths. And along the way, the silent struggle is you are weak in certain areas. And because you are weak in certain areas and you haven't grown up and tell yourself, I am weak in this area, and if I don't come clean and honest, I'm going to suffer because I'm weak in this area. And ain't nobody coming to save me because I'm weak in this area. I am strong at something, but I'm weak in a number of things. And I teach someone is assigned to help you, but I don't want anybody to know. And what people going to think. Did I mention, Ms. Sybil Wells, that I'm 48 years old? And at some point, I need to get past this, what people think, because I'm grown enough to realize no matter what, if I win, people going to think. If I lose, people going to think. If I, stay right where I am, people going to think. I'm not responsible for what people think. I'm responsible for how well I do so God can be glorified. So I'm going to get up and go out of this place. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym to try to take care of this body of mine. It's the vehicle that God has given me to fulfill my assignment in the earth. I want you to know this. The silent struggle is this. You have to start getting to accept that you have strengths and you have weaknesses. And if you haven't acknowledged your weaknesses, it will be the reason for your demise. Okay, you have moments and areas of your life, your emotions are all over the place. The way you're responding is not healthy, but you won't go and sit down because you know what? I'm not sitting down. People are going to think I'm crazy. You are crazy. You are crazy for not getting help. Okay, you are crazy to keep allowing yourself to go through the same thing, expecting a different result. That's not how it works. That's not how, and then you think books don't work, the seminars don't work, the coaches don't work, the pastors don't work, the therapists don't work, the doctors don't work. No, it's not that those things don't work. It's that you aren't working it. You're not engaging in it correctly. When the Bible talks about the broad way, when the Bible talks about the narrow way, the Bible says the broad way leads to death and the narrow way leads to life. Find the rare way. The rare way is to raise your hands and say, I have help. I need help. The rare way is to be comfortable and simply saying, I know I don't know everything. As a matter of fact, I'm weak. I'm not strong in this area. And somebody is. Someone is assigned to help me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to someone and allow those who are skilled where I am weak to help me. But I'm not going to stay stuck. And it's going to take sacrifice. It's going to demand that you stay up late. It's going to demand that you get up early. It's going to demand that you pay a price that you never paid before. But if you want something different, you're going to have to get something different. I just simply know if you don't address the unresolved issues in your life that's in the background, keep sabotaging you, you're going to still find yourself here on December 31st. December 31st, a lot of people will be at the same place because they kept doing the same thing. If you're going to make this year a better year than you've ever had before, even if last year was great, which I believe last year was pretty good for me, and the year before that was pretty good for me, and the year before that was pretty good for me, I still have to go to where I haven't gone before. I have to ask myself, why haven't I made the kind of money that I need to make when I'm a professional? Why have I not acquired this? Why haven't I got this level addressed? Haven't I done this? Why haven't I done this? And so that's why this is the question. Write this in the comment section. How is this working for me? What behavior that you are commonly practicing, how's this working for me? How I deal with people, how's that working for me? How I spend my money, how's that working for me? How I sleep, how I watch TV, everything. You need to, how's it working for me? Because if it's not working for you, Coach Ricardo Miller is telling you, make an adjustment. Because this year needs to be different. This year needs to be different. Write the question down. How's this working for me? And the other one is, write this down. This year needs to be different. And I need to push myself outside of my comfort zone because I don't want to stay where I am. If God would have given me another 10 years, I pray to God that I don't end up still staying where I am right now. If God would have given you another 10 years, another 20 years, are you okay staying exactly where you are? Most people are not. Most people know they want better. But what they're doing on a daily basis they have no chances of seeing any better because your life is a reflection of what you do on a daily basis. God bless you guys. See you tomorrow. We're dealing with unresolved issues this week.